I'm with Pat McIlvogue after Largthistle's 3-all draw with Thcumnockpat today. You don't often say this, Pat, but a second half of two halves.
It's quite remarkable, actually, the way it panned out. You know, like, first of all, I thought we started the game quite well. Paul Quinn making his first full start, hits a post in the second minute. Thought it was all right. Game after that looked pretty even in the first half, I think. Second half, we spoke to the boys, told them what we wanted to do, and we went out and done it. We scored a good goal off a set play that we practiced. Martin Dow puts it in. Next goal, good passage of play, good finish, and the penalty as well. You know, it's good. You're going like that 3-0, looking comfortable, looking good, and then for Thcumnock, they make 3 substitutions and they pump it long and use the height advantage that they had. But if we don't win the first ball because of our height, we should be winning the second ball, and that's how their three goals came about, and it was extremely disappointing. So it was in the end up. Positive is 3 goals when people were saying that we haven't been scoring. Paul Coyle hits a bar with an absolute screamer as well. Another day that might have went in, but it's not another day. 3 goals we lost were very poor and frustrating.
Yeah. A lot of people have been saying, and it's been a common feature, as you know, through the paper as well, a lot of people have been complaining about the midfield this season, but like you say, there was 3 goals today. But is there anything you can say in reference to all the criticism that's been about the midfield this season?
Well, firstly, I thought Goskall and Martin Dow had good games today. I thought they gave us a bit of steel in there that we had been missing, and I think that they worked tirelessly. So I'm a wee bit at a loss at that. I thought they were decent today, the 2 of them in there. We never lost the game today because of the midfield. We lost the game today because of defending and high balls into the box and not winning a second ball. So the midfield never contributed. We lose as a team, but that wasn't the prime factor why we never won today.
Sure. Frustrating, obviously, as well, on the basis that, like you say, that a lot of the high balls seem to be the problem into the box in the second half with that late Thcumnock comeback. But Larg struggled to hold on to the ball as well, which was a frustrating factor, I'm sure, as well.
We held the ball better at 0 each, 1-0 and 2-0, but we went to 3-0 and we didn't keep the ball as much, and that contributed to gain them a bit of momentum. We lost the first goal at 3-0 to make it 3-1. Too close. We should have killed the game off a wee bit. We spoke to players. We have got inexperience in the team because we're a young team, but we spoke to them and said to them, even though that we've got a bit of inexperience, that shouldn't show like that. So it shouldn't. We were fortunate enough to get Craig Little from Morton this week, and we had an ad deal for another experienced defensive and midfield player that unfortunately fell through at 12:30 on Friday. So that would have been 2 good additions. But we've got Craig in from Morton in here. He'll give us a bit of presence going forward as well.
Right. Obviously, we've got the runaway leaders in Peters Hill next week. That's after today. Can Largs do the impossible and get a win next week?
No, first of all, I don't think it's impossible, so it's not. I think we can go and get a win next week, absolutely. Why not? We scored 3 goals today, and we hit a post and we hit a bar. So when you score 3 goals, you should be winning a game. That's the galling thing. You know, defensively, we had been reasonably good. We fixed the goal scoring thing, and then we leaked goals at the back in the last 25 minutes, which was hugely disappointing. But look, sometimes you don't know the good points from the bad points, and when you look back over the season, it might have been in effect a good point for us today, even though it feels like a defeat. Getting into Peters Hill next week. Peters Hill are doing well. They're flying, but as I said to you before, we tend to play at the level that we're faced with. So we're relish the challenge that Peters Hill will bring.
I haven't spoken to you yet about the cup draw. It's shots at shots home and away, as we've discussed, away first. What challenges do you think shots will provide for Largthistle?
Well, a stern challenge, I think, is what they will bring. Doing well, they got the final of the League Cup, Central League Cup. Peters Hill narrowly beat them in the final. They put Super League teams out on the way, including Atherley. They're obviously no mugs because they've got to semi-finals of a Scottish Cup, same as ourselves, so they will bring a stern challenge, but let's not forget we've earned the right to be there as well, and we should celebrate on that success and build on that to hopefully get to a Scottish Cup final.
Yeah. In terms of, like I said last week, this is us into April now, still chasing that first home league win. It seems to be it's been one of these things this season. It's not, as we've discussed, it's certainly not through the lack of trying, but when that Paul Coyle effort came off the crossbar today, you must have thought, geez, oh.
Aye, well, I thought that in the second minute when Paul Quinn had a post as well, but no, I mean, we're no strangers to hard work. The boys are working hard. Thought we might have got another couple of them back for injury, wasn't to be. But
what's the latest in that?
Craig Black's still out. We got him in a session on Wednesday night, and we thought he was going to be alright to pull up at the end, so he's still out. Gordon Lapman's still out. He'll maybe get a bit of session in on Wednesday night. So they two are out.